Hey everybody, welcome to the second episode of my title penning podcast. We have with us a returning guest, Victor.
Was good.
Newcomers, Carson.
Hello.
And Amen.
I want to die.
So, today we're going to be talking about Dragon Ball Super da Broly-san. We just went to see the movie. I've seen it twice. Everyone else with me has seen it once.
Wait, when did you watch it the first time?
I watched it with my friend, I don't want to say her name. I don't know if she's cool with it. Let's call her Lindsay. I watched it with my friend Lindsay and two other friends, Darius and McIntyre. There you go.
Wait, when did you see it?
We went all the way to the Universal Theater because we thought that's where it was. And I paid $25 for parking. And we got there and I was like, this is the wrong theater. I was like, dope. And then so we ran literally like running in the 90s like fucking all the way over to the next theater, and we ended up like literally.
Was it at the Point Orlando Theater?
Yeah. No.
I thought it was.
No, it was like fuck. I can't remember what it was. It was like the XD Cinema. It was right next to Cinemark. Yeah, Cinemark. I hate you.
Oh, that's the one at the abandoned Argonne.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
Pretty cool.
And so we ran in at like 1:52, and they were like, "Oh, the movie starts at 1:53," and we like ran all the way in there.
That's such a strange time.
Yeah, well, no, because it was supposed to start at 1:30, but I guess the previews went for 20 minutes, like it usually does. So we walked in, and like the intro, the Toei Animation intro with the like shores crashing on the rocks. Mm-hmm. We literally walked in right there, and yeah, it was very good.
So you didn't miss anything, like?
No, I didn't miss anything at all.
You showed up just a little bit late, and I was like, I thought that was your first time seeing it, so I was like, oh no, Chris.
No. I also watched. I'm not going to. I don't. For the record, I don't condone pirating movies on YouTube, but I saw somebody upload the whole thing in the Spanish dub. Spanish.
Stop!
Spanish.
You're gonna get them fucking taken down. Now.
They already got taken down.
He didn't watch it. He was just aware that it existed.
Also, I don't condone it. So there you go. I can't be held legally accountable.
By the way, we should say that they're all going to be spoilers for.
Oh yeah, there's going to be spoilers. So we got a whole lineup. We're going to talk about Broly, and then we're going to talk about Bumblebee. Then we're skipping Glass. It's going to be on the next one because Carson hasn't seen it. I've
been waiting for that movie for like since before I was even conceived.
It's a pretty good movie.
Because Unbreakable's like one of my like favorite movies.
Really?
And like it's so underrated how many people haven't seen that movie. And then as soon as Split came out and David Dunn shows up in the end, and everybody's like, what's that? I was like,
don't take this the wrong way. A lot of people didn't like Unbreakable.
I know.
Surprising.
When it originally came out, a lot of people didn't like it. It eventually became one of his like higher, I guess like not well known. I can't think of a certain word for it, but like people came to appreciate it more in time.
Yeah.
I appreciated it more the fact when Split came out.
Have you heard that, Victor? Have you heard his score from Unbreakable?
No.
That's probably his that's probably my favorite score from him.
Who?
Isn't it James Newton Howard that did that?
I'll look it up.
Isn't that his name?
But yeah,
he did the score for a lot of movies. I think he did most of Shyamalan's movies.
Yeah.
I've come to appreciate Unbreakable more now that Split's out. So it's like, oh, it's connected. That's cool. Yeah, it was James Newton Howard.
Yeah, I think he might have.
Dark Knight?
Yeah, Dark Knight. He did the Dark Knight?
I thought it was Hans Zimmer.
Yeah, it was Hans Zimmer. What the heck? I'm confused.
That's what it
I'm
says
very
here.
confused. Look at his IMDb. No, look at his IMDb first.
So about Glass, I'm going to spoil it for Carson, except not really.
Please don't.
I thought it was very good. We're going to have Carson and Victor on the next one to talk about Glass.
Yeah.
You guys have to see it. So
don't spoil anything. I want to ask this one question.
Yeah, what?
So I don't know if you're like, did you watch Unbreakable before you watched?
No, I didn't even see Split.
Well, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You should really.
It was one of those things where Eamon and I usually like get off of work and then we're just like, fuck. I mean, like, what do you want to do? He was like, we can see a movie. I was like, all right, bet. Like, what do we got? And they're like, Glass. And I was like, ooh, Glass.
I saw Grace Randolph from Beyond the Trailer. I saw her review and I saw Chris Stuckman's review. And Chris Stuckman, he always gives movies scores, but not like 1 out of 10 or whatever. He gives them like grades, like so like A, B, C, D, and he gave it a question mark because he didn't like the ending.
Yeah.
And he wanted to see it again. So was the ending like really stupid for you guys? Like, don't spoil it.
It wasn't. I didn't understand it.
You didn't understand it.
It's not the fact I couldn't understand it. It's depending on where he goes from here, or if he like releases a statement.
It was vague.
It was vague.
It was very vague.
That's weird. Now I'm really intrigued.
It was funny because I was in the theater and like as it was wrapping up, I was like, "Oh shit! It's a Shyamalan movie. We're gonna get a twist at the end."
And there wasn't.
I'm excited for this. No, there was a twist, but it was vague. I was like, "What does that mean?" Like,
by the way, James McAvoy was fucking amazing again in this movie.
Yeah, he needs more. I guess like recognition.
He's
for what he's
professor,
doing.
right?
No, but I'm saying like he needs. He honestly deserves like a nomination for what he did in Split. You have to, even though the first time I showed you Split, you laughed at it.
I wouldn't.
You laughed. Mm-hmm. The first time I showed it to Victor, he laughed at Split.
Why?
He thought it was funny. He thought it was the stupidest movie
What
he's
the
ever
fuck?
seen.
Why? How? It was amazing.
I don't know. I was probably bored that day, and I was like, I don't want to watch it. and then he was like,
"What do we do?
Let's watch it." I was
Dude,
like,
that movie's so hilarious. That girl got raped by her uncle. Fucking hilarious.
I wasn't laughing.
Whoa,
I didn't even get to that.
That's time in the movie. That's probably like the main character's backstory.
Oh, I thought you said something else.
Yeah, I heard something else as well.
I thought you, but yeah,
I didn't
no running in the house, Kevin Wendell crud. That's what I think.
No, but I never.
That's like Bart Simpson, like.
I never finished Split. I just saw Unbreakable.
It was good. So. Unbreakable was also okay.
Unbreakable. Have you all heard of? Speaking of Unbreakable, have you all heard of the Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt?
Nice.
Shut up.
That might have been the best fucking segue. That's something we're not going to talk about probably ever.
What? But
have you seen that show?
Now sponsored.
Yes, I watched the first 2 episodes of the first season when it originally like aired or like released on Netflix, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
No, I like it. It's
funny. It's not. Yeah,
what are you talking about? What's wrong with it?
It was unbearably bad for me to watch.
It's one of those things where my parents watched it, and I was like,
like in the room,
yeah,
just like sat down, and I do that a lot.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, it's kind of funny. Like Titus is funny. I mean, he's
pretty good.
He's kind of. I believe that his character is a little bit like.
Wasn't Tina Fey that wrote it?
Was it?
I'm pretty sure.
No, but. She was. I forget her name and I forget her.
She was
actual name. She's in the
you
Office.
Mean I was just about to say that. You stole my fucking thunder, dude.
I was interested in the show just a little bit so I could.
Yeah, it's Tina Fey.
See her again.
She was good in 30 Rock.
Dude, I love Tina Fey in Bird Box.
I hate you.
Don't you dare disrespect. Did you watch Bird Box?
I've heard of it. He did.
A lot of people shit on that movie. I thought it was fine.
We can talk about Bird Box in the next podcast.
Okay. Maybe we should. I'll watch it.
Bandersnatch.
Bandersnatch,
is that it's called?
I just asked him during the movie when there was like a slow time. I asked him if he saw Bandersnatch so we can talk about it, and he hasn't. You haven't done it, have you?
Yeah, most of it. I stopped halfway, and I was like,
I've done it. I've done every single.
I didn't have time.
Holy shit!
I think it takes like 6.5 hours or like 7 hours to get all. So it's a choose your own adventure.
It's like a video.
So there's 2 choices that pop on the screen. So like what you want to do. So like. The very first one is like, which cereal do you want for breakfast? And then it just gets more intense, and the choices are like crazy.
You asked him if he saw Bandersnatch in the middle of the Broly movie?
Yes, I did. Because I was bored because the fight was going on for 30 minutes.
You were bored? Okay, alright, Broly time. I'm not even gonna... Shut up. We're talking about Broly. What do you guys like?
Okay, first let's establish that I just, in the past 3 months, I finished all of Dragon Ball Z, and Super.
You went hard, dude.
Yeah.
My buddy Victor here, my pal Victor here, he told me he was doing nothing but working out and then coming home and watching Dragon Ball and anime. And like I respect that shit. Like, you know, I gotta go to work and shit. But like I respect that, dude. Just let's change the subject. It's gonna be fun.
Broly
movie. I have a couple. So my standpoint on it, kind of like not like Victor actually. He watched all of it in what? You said 4 weeks?
No, not 4 weeks.
I thought you said 4 weeks, 4 months.
Yeah, 4 months.
So I've seen maybe 3 episodes of anything related to Dragon Ball, and I watched Resurrection F with Christian. When did that come out? 2 or 3 years ago? In the theater.
Good God, I don't fucking know.
Was a long time ago.
Was it a 2016?
But I am coming from an unbiased lens, and I thought this movie was really good. Actually, like, but the fight went on for a little bit too long.
2015.
Just in my opinion.
2015. The fight went on for too long?
Well, that's not Dragon Ball.
That's I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm coming from an unbiased lens. I think that the fight went on for a little bit too long.
Yeah.
That was just me. But then I was gonna ask a couple questions that I had throughout the movie. So, have we ever seen anything? And it was called Planet Vegeta, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That all the Saiyans are from.
Yes.
So, have we ever seen anything from that at all? Like ever?
Yes. Frieza. You see Frieza destroying Planet Vegeta.
Like
Multiple times.
Yeah. A
So
lot.
they
Couple
show
times.
that a lot. That's not something that's like
No,
like
it's not something for this movie. That's
It was like
okay.
a lot sad on this movie though.
Yeah, I was moved. I didn't think
Yeah,
that would
honestly,
be.
But and like they brought the Ginyu Force in and all that. Which
Yeah.
you don't see that in the show.
Ginyu Tosentai. We should have watched the sub version. The sub version would have been so much cooler.
Probably. Yeah.
I love the dub though. It was
No,
very.
yeah, the dub is good.
I love all the voice actors.
Oh, yeah, they did amazing.
Chris
Yeah,
Ayers really sells it. You know, he had lung cancer for a little bit.
Really?
Yeah, legit. Chris Ayers, it's the voice of
Really?
Frieza. Yeah, I don't know if it was lung cancer exactly, but he had a
Ooh.
serious disease. Like it was, but then he pulled out of it.
And
Kind of
his-
ironic that guy named
And now he's
Chris
back in the
Ayers,
movie.
so
He's
fuck
back
yeah.
to full form.
And his brother played Frost in Super.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah, that
And
was
then-
cool.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. So during the fight, there were a couple of uses of like POV shots.
Yeah,
The
that
POV.
was one of my favorites.
Has that ever been used
No,
in the show?
no.
I thought that was so
No, that was
creative.
interesting.
Yeah.
I like
I
how
was like, damn.
I didn't
like,
even notice until like I saw his hands. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, when
it
I
was
did
like-
that, I was like, I don't think I've ever seen that before. It's always just like wide shots. Used
Yeah.
in the show that I've seen at least.
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of like close-ups. And
Wait,
shit,
what have
but-
you seen? So we can like.
Oof. Well, I've seen Resurrection F, and Calvin showed me a couple of episodes, but that was about it. So
And a shot that I thought was interesting for like an animated movie was the fact like it was a shot of like I forgot what it was, where like it was like three of them standing and like it was kind of like tilted, but like it was kind of like
The
shaky
Dutch angle.
cam. Yeah, it was a Dutch angle, but like the cam like also looked like it was swaying too. Like, that's interesting for an animated movie.
Yeah, for sure.
and the one thing that I was talking to Christian just like I just like tapped on him.
Uh-huh.
I was like the CGI when they used it was sparing, but it was so noticeable.
It
And I
was
was
very
like,
noticeable
ooh.
change.
The only
It
time
was a little like
I didn't have a
It's
problem with it. The
glaring.
only scene I had a problem with was when they were fighting Broly when he had like the grade 8 like
that's
incarnation
what I was
form.
talking about.
It-
Yeah,
His hair just looked.
it looked really
Yeah, but
weird.
that was the only thing that would like. Goku looked fine. The rest of Broly's body looked fine, but
Yeah.
just the size of his hair was like a little bit.
Yo, let's talk about my favorite scene when they flashed all the villains.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what that was really interesting that they did that.
It's like he said, I forgot exactly what he said, but he was like, we had a lot of people come try to destroy Earth, but I don't think you're one of them.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa, that's so cool.
Yeah,
That's
it's like the
interesting.
overlay.
Well, it's even probably better for you because you like just like
Yeah, I just saw all of it.
binge watching through all of it.
What do
Yeah.
you think?
You got
What
all
do you think
that
they're gonna do
version.
with him? Because they obviously are gonna reuse him.
Are they gonna readapt it in Super? Like in Resurrection?
I kind of listen.
I hope they don't.
That's just a waste of time.
Yeah, so that was funny that like I asked Christian really early in the movie that like I knew in advance that Broly was a non-canon character, that he was in like video games and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Is that right?
He had a movie.
Yes.
He had a non-canon movie.
Yeah, he was.
And
Mhm.
and I asked him if they retconned like the storyline of Planet Vegeta.
Oh,
Is that true? That like they retconned some of it to include Broly in that?
well, I mean, he was already okay. So it's not a lot of people know this, but they didn't actually touch up on the destruction of Planet Vegeta. They only talked about it in passing and showed flashbacks in Dragon Ball Z. The Bardock special, the original Bardock special, which was considered to be canon. I don't know if it is anymore because they just redid it. But with that movie as well. But they showed the destruction of Planet Vegeta. So that was why they considered the way it worked. And then in the Broly movie, they didn't redo the destruction of Planet Vegeta, but they explained about how King Vegeta was jealous of Broly. He thought he was going to be a threat, so he fucking knifed him. Not like literally used a knife to like try and kill Broly as a baby.
Really?
Yeah, and then tossed him out. But then he wasted Paragus too. But they were both like kind of like laying in the rubble as the fucking death ball was coming down to kill the planet, and Broly was like, like uses like force field, yeah, because he was crying. So he used his force field to like pick them up and throw them off.
Yeah,
so
so
it's kind of the same thing.
But in this movie, they retconned that.
Yeah,
That
so
doesn't happen
because
anymore.
that part with Broly wasn't canon. But I suppose
his
part
dad
of the special
wasn't that important in the old Broly movies, right?
No.
Yeah,
Paragus?
he died. Yeah, he died in the beginning, didn't he?
No, Paragus didn't die in the beginning. Paragus died when Broly roided out, and then Paragus was like, "Oh fuck this! Broly and the others can just die in an explosion."
Yeah.
And then Broly comes up and was like, "Hey, dude, what's up? You trying to leave?" And he's like, "No. I was preparing the pod for the both of us." And he's like, "In a one-person pod, sure." And he like crushes it.
I haven't seen any of the non-canon.
In the original Broly movie, wasn't his main target Goku? And
because
fucking enraged. He's like, it's
Goku
Kakarot.
cried next to him in a pod when they were a baby in the nursery. Goku cried.
His voided up word was Kakarot, and it just went fucking apeshit.
Kakarot.
Just to be sure, this is the first time we saw Goku's mom, right?
Yeah. She was in a manga chapter that I really enjoy.
Well,
but it was adapted. It was adapted from the manga chapter. Yes, the show was the first time they even mentioned her.
Yeah.
Can we talk about how Broly? I liked the fact that he was going nuts throughout the whole movie, but he only evil laughed once, and that's he's evil laughing every 5 seconds in the original Broly movie. He's like, "Your blood will be on my hands."
And in Fighters too, he's always laughing.
He's always laughing when he throws this "Oh, where you are, Kumada?" But then in this movie, he just evil laughs once. It's like. I'm like, yes, do more of that, please.
New DLC for Fighters 2019, Broly.
Of course.
No, Jiren got announced as DLC.
People are going to be upset, though, if they repackage Broly again in a different design. I wonder if they're just going to
reskin it again.
I don't think they're going to do it. You might get a costume for him.
I was going to say, they're probably going to reskin it.
He's going to have a lot more mouth powers this time.
Mouth powers? Mouth powers?
Yeah.
I was going to say, Broly was dumb. He never learned math.
You don't know.
He never went to the Saiyan Academy.
I thought they were going to bring up the thing that he wears around his waist. At the end.
You mean the
ear? Yeah, the ear.
That was actually really
that was cool.
Absolutely,
really cool.
They gave character development to Broly, much needed character development to Broly. They gave character development to Paragus, character development to Vegeta, character development to King Vegeta, character development to Bardock. Everybody. They gave it to everybody.
Bardock scene was powerful.
I loved Bardock because it's in Dragon Ball Minus. She's just like, why are we sending our son away? And Bardock's like, yo, everybody's gonna die, so we might as well send him away. But they
saw
did
a lot of similarities to Superman.
Yeah, that's what.
How do you say
Yeah,
that?
that's what it is.
That's what it is.
Is that Superman?
I don't think he was doing it on purpose, or maybe he was, but it's very similar. Yeah, but my point is. In the movie, they added the line where she's like, "Why are you worried about him?" And then Bardock goes, "Oh, well, I destroy things all the time. That for once I want to see something
that
safe."
line.
That wasn't in the manga, so they did a really good job with that. And plus, Bardock's my favorite character, so I'm glad you got a lot of character development.
That movie made me understand why Bardock was so much of your favorite character.
Yeah,
I see it now.
They gave Gogeta a personality.
Yeah.
Gogeta.
He's cocky now. He's cocky now, and just like Gotenks says. I have reason to believe that the Metamora infusion just makes you cocky because now that's two characters that we've seen. Yeah,
Gotenks is my favorite character for a while.
Having a name would be much cooler.
I also, they didn't have Gohan in the movie. I wasn't.
Oh yeah, that's.
Fuck
I knew that from the start.
Gohan is my favorite character. Oh, all right.
I'll kill you.
I was about to say.
I'll kill you on the podcast.
Gohan is one of my favorite characters.
Your screams will pollute my audio.
Good.
Anyway.
No, Gohan is cool.
Kid Gohan's better than adult Gohan.
Here's the thing about Gohan. Gohan could, if he trained, he could probably beat Goku, right? If he trained the same amount.
Gohan was miles ahead of Goku at the end of Z before he just got disregarded. If Goku would have thought to wake Gohan up, Gohan would have made quick work of Kid Buu. That's it. Because think about it. Kid Buu is fighting evenly with Super Saiyan 3 Goku in their fight. Just completely evenly. They're just even. Yeah. And meanwhile, you see in the scene before how Goku I got a break for a second. I did, but Goku was losing against Super Buu earlier, but then Gohan's here just thrashing him around. It's like if Gohan came in to the final confrontation, there wouldn't be a confrontation.
Yeah, but I think Kid Gohan.
That'd be
Kid Gohan's probably my favorite Gohan.
Yeah, well, what do you mean? Like the Frieza Saga or Super Saiyan 2? Because if you say Frieza Saga, I'll take your glasses from you.
No.
Not Cell. Yes, he was cool. So that was.
Then became adult Gohan and just the fucking whole mask.
Piccolo's little cameo in this movie was cool.
Yeah. He taught him that. What I was wondering, is why didn't he just teleport to Corin's if he needed
The sense beings.
Yeah, if he needed the
I was
sense
gonna say the same thing. I was gonna say the same thing. Just instant.
Instant
And, like,
transmission.
and then I was like, all right. In my
They
mind, I was
had
like,
an hour.
they're pressing for time. And then Piccolo was like, all right, half an hour, try again. It was like, just do that while you were.
Yeah.
You wasted an hour trying to fuse. Why didn't you just practice with Piccolo?
He would have given a sense of being to Broly.
Oh, there's my father.
My
Don't acknowledge him. Just keep going.
I can't reference.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask. So,
Yeah.
what's Broly's father's name again?
Paragus. It's a pun on asparagus.
Is it really?
Yeah, because every Saiyan
Every
Saiyan is a pun on a vegetable.
Is it really?
Yes,
I
that's
did
how
not
it
know
works.
that.
Vegeta, Kakarot, Raditz.
Vegeta,
I've never-
vegetable, Kakarot,
never-
carrot,
The other
broccoli,
day-
broccoli.
The other day we were talking about this. I'm like, what about Goku? He's like Kakarot. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, it's a Saiyan name specifically, so you can't be like anything else. But yeah, dude,
Berry Blue. Berry Blue is the most terrifying creature in all
just
of Dragon Ball.
what was up
Thank
with
you
her?
for
They just
this.
mentioned her once.
I don't know.
Who?
She was just like floating around the whole movie.
The-
Like
the
you
chick with the
disgust
wig.
me. The blue chick.
Oh, the one
blue chick
that
with the
said
wig.
Frieza wanted to be.
That
Sure.
might have been one of the funniest parts of the movie too.
Oh my god, dude! Can
That
we
was
talk about that
hilarious.
parallelism? Because that's genius.
But what are you talking about? You said that twice throughout the movie. And I was
Well,
like,
because
wow.
because it is right. You get this scene where Bulma is like, "I want to be 5 years younger, specifically 5," and the reason why she gives is because it would be too noticeable. Then the scene directly, that literally, Bulma's mouth in the shot turns into Frieza's mouth, and then he says that he wants to be 5 inches taller and
5
only
centimeters?
5
Yeah,
centimeters
5
taller because it would
Yeah.
be too noticeable if it was anything else. That was direct
I
parallelism.
thought they were gonna bring up Cooler, but not
Yeah,
time yet.
I
didn't
thought that they
understand
did.
that.
Like
I thought so too, but I think that was Form 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Frieza.
Well, the plot synopsis that I read originally said that they mentioned, "Oh, you want to be like your brother," but I don't think they put that in the movie. What are you doing?
Turn off that light.
Oh, turn off the light.
No, turn on.
Turn on the light.
Is it
Okay.
on right now?
You're not. Stop. Stop. Quit it.
There you go.
The light's on. We got the light on. Isn't that a great visual gag for an audio only podcast?
Yeah, it's like, all right, yo, I'm gonna teach you some sign language.
Nice. That's just.
All right, there you go.
Yeah, there you go. That means please
That's
talk
good.
about Broly some more. Yo, so what did you think about everybody's design? I thought that Broly's
Liked it.
new. It took me a while to get warmed up to Broly's design. But
I liked it
Real
instantly.
quick, I wanted to ask a really quick question.
Yeah, what's up?
So Broly's father, he was that an unceremonial death? Do you think?
What do you mean?
Because Frieza just like
They,
shot him.
they
What do
should.
you mean unceremonial death? I'm not
They
following.
should have just
Like,
they didn't make a big deal out of it. I'm like,
Oh yeah, no, of
it
course
was just
not.
like, it was a
also-
plot
device.
and also it was used for comedy.
Yeah, it was a plot.
Like,
Oh no!
most characters that die in Dragon Ball is just like, oh, you can just bring him back. So
Yeah.
they just.
No, I mean,
But of course, you're not gonna bring back
Yeah.
Paragus.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking.
There's no point.
And there goes fucking.
I love how his revenge, his dreams, his aspirations just end. Yeah.
I like how Frieza has a flashback to just fucking blowing up Krillin, by the way.
Yeah, of
It's
course.
just.
That's the only way he knows how to power up his enemies is to make him mad.
True. I mean, it works, fuck.
Yeah. Dude,
Why
couldn't Frieza just jump in there himself? Like, I mean, obviously it was really funny when Broly just starts roiding out and just starts hitting anybody so Frieza gets caught in it. But, like, I don't understand why Frieza would choose not to train some more while they're, like, maybe you didn't have a lot of time between Frieza finding Broly and bringing him to Earth, but I thought, like, if Frieza really wanted to get revenge, he probably would have trained for that.
Let me ask you this though. I mean, you're asking. In Super, you saw the Krillin versus Goku fight
Yes.
when Goku goes Super Saiyan, God Super Saiyan, and
Yeah.
Krillin
Super
like
Saiyan Blue.
yeah.
Do
And,
not speak Super Saiyan, God Super Saiyan in my house.
No, but you know what I'm talking about? When Krillin
Yeah.
kind of, I don't remember if he beats him or not. When he uses the Destructilist.
Kienzan.
Yeah, do you think that was? I like that. I read somewhere a lot of people didn't like that.
What do you mean?
The Krillin could stand up. to
yeah, well-
Super Saiyan Blue Goku.
Well, I mean, he's not as strong as Super Saiyan Blue
Yeah, 'cause he's
Goku.
fucking
It's
But-
Goku is very obviously holding back.
I just thought that he outsmarted him.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I think Krillin's like the best human in all of Dragon Ball.
Oh yeah, for sure. After Hercule.
Of course.
Okay, no, sure.
the
Mr. Satan,
world
man.
martial arts champion.
Yeah, dude, I saw Dragon Ball. I saw the Buu Saga subbed,
Yeah.
and it was so weird because whenever I was talking to my friend, I would say Mr. Satan. He wouldn't like.
Yeah. Who?
Yeah,
Mr.
because it was
Satan.
Hercule in the dub.
Oh yeah. Well, Hercule's obviously a better name anyway.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
I also thought Michigan was his ring name, not like.
oh
his
yeah,
actual
yeah. That you know that.
Like
makes
how in one of
sense.
the old Budokai games, like his like special move was like handing you like a Game Boy or some shit,
Yeah, and
running
it blows
away,
up.
just watching it explode as you're playing it.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck?
Well,
And I have no idea what you guys are talking about, and I love it. It's so funny. I'm just like,
You need to start watching Dragon Ball. It's good. Watch it
Nah.
all.
Watch
Watch
it all in 4 months.
Watch it. Yeah, watch it all. Watch it all first though.
Shut up.
so what? Do you,
oh no, I
what?
What episode did you get to?
I think I'll finish. I think 4
Episode 4. Oh,
because I've been doing homework for the past.
so you're still in
week.
like the very beginning.
Yeah, you're doing homework right now. I'm exposing you.
Yes, I am doing homework right now.
It gets serious
On
around like
podcast.
episode. Didn't you
No.
get to see it till like episode
No.
10? That one day. When
I wasn't
Josh
paying
was-
attention.
No, all right, just get to it again. It's worth it. Trust me.
I had already seen the first episode, but I completely like it escaped my memory, so I had to rewatch the whole thing.
No, dude, it's really.
And I was
good.
like, oh wait, when did that even happen?
It happened to me like when I tried getting into Fairy Tail like a few years back ago. I had to like start watching like the first like 5 episodes like over like 3 times. I'm like, oh okay, I get it.
Ooh, I don't want to watch Fairy Tail.
I stopped like 2 years ago.
No, but
Like it's not worth it.
And I'm in like 700 of
When-
One Piece, so I have patience. It's just
Oh
like,
god.
I heard Fairy Tail's got some good art.
But
Shut
when
up.
you showed me, or when you showed everybody those episodes that one day,
I
was
heard
it a
Fairy
party or
Tail's
something?
got some good animation.
Instantly, I'm like, shut up.
But alright, what'd you say?
No, but that day that you showed like Josh and I think who else was there?
It's like Nick. No, Nick had already seen it.
Well,
It's like Josh.
I think you were just showing Josh and me.
Are you
But-
name dropping future guests?
Probably.
Maybe.
No,
More
but
shiny.
I actually, when I started watching it the other day, just by myself, I thought that the show started with him already in class with, I don't know any other names at all.
Yeah, it's gonna take a little bit.
What is it, Sasuke?
Yeah, you
And-
know Sasuke.
and-
Sasuke!
And the girl with the pink hair?
Yeah.
Sakura.
Yeah. I thought that the show started with them, but it didn't. And I was like, wait.
No, they
when
don't
did
get into like episode 3.
I don't think I ever saw the first episode then. I think I only saw.
I'm a fraud. I haven't
That
watched it
episode.
at all.
You should really
Have
watch
you
it.
really?
I barely ever
It's
watched
really-
Naruto. The only thing that like made me want to watch it is like
Wait,
years
wait,
ago.
Wait,
My
wait,
bad, I cut you off.
Okay, I was
no,
like,
no,
don't
I wasn't
spoil
saying
it,
that. I was just like,
please.
don't spoil it for him.
Oh no, I'm not gonna spoil anything.
I would like. I wouldn't have watched
As-
it if
no,
it
no,
was
of
something
course
that
not.
big.
As a
But
kid,
I'm
like
like,
I was like
I'm
saw
not
Naruto fighting Gaara. I'm like, he's pretty cool.
No, dude, that fight was cool. The shooting exams and stuff. All right, we should go back to Dragon Ball.
Before we
'cause-
go back,
Yeah.
I need to say it.
Yeah, what?
I don't know which season or whatever the heck it's called, but that one Naruto theme song, Silhouette.
That's opening 16. That's like
16.
that's
yeah.
way later. Up Shippuden. So
Yeah,
So
that might be
yeah.
like my favorite.
Naruto
That my favorite theme song, like ever.
no, yeah, that one's good.
And I haven't even
Those are
gotten to
the
that part of the
Kingdom
show yet, and I'm just like,
Those are the-
wow.
No, but I guarantee you that you'll be crying by episode 17.
Really?
That's a little bit absurd.
No,
but I cry.
Yeah, I
I
guarantee-
cry off of any.
No, that's what I'm saying. You
Anything.
specifically by episode 17,
Yeah.
you're gonna be. in
The
tears.
last time I cried from a movie was Superman Returns.
Nice.
When I was like 6.
What about
So you better
I am-
square up. on that.
I am. Dude,
What about
I'll hold it to it.
What about Deadpool 2?
Deadpool. Oh,
I'm
hey,
exposing
shut
you.
up! Hey, shut up!
I'm exposing
Hey,
you.
shut up.
Yeah,
No, I did not. No, I definitely didn't. Not, especially
What
not.
talking about then.
What scene?
What did he misunderstand?
He may or may not have misunderstood my reaction to the scene where he finally dies and gets to be with Vanessa or whatever her name is, and she's like, "You got to go back." He may or may not have been seeing things over in my direction.
If you're crying in any movie or TV show, I guarantee you that you're gonna cry at one point.
I was fasting, so I could have just been delusional. I
Well,
had it in
yeah.
my system that day.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're a faster. You go fast.
I don't. That's
Anyway, what was I going to say about that? I can't remember. Oh yeah, it was the part in Superman Returns when I cried in was when I guess he gets hit with kryptonite and he falls in the water, and I guess I thought he was gonna die. I thought he was gonna drown.
Nice.
I was like 6.
I cry almost every time I watch.
I cry every
ET.
time. Like if
And
you
the
cry
end of
every
ET.
time.
ET.
I don't know why.
More like I watched.
Wow,
like,
you're so vulnerable. Why you're?
more like
I'm
watching.
I'm an emotional man.
Yeah,
I remember like watching kids like audition.
Is her name
take
Vanessa?
for that.
From
Like,
Deadpool,
yeah.
Yeah, that's
Like,
what it is.
she's
Yeah.
Deadpool.
She's such a throwaway character. She could have actual potential because she's like.
Right.
I
What
think
potential?
she's a superhero in the comics.
Yeah.
What potential?
I'm not familiar with that.
But they're just using her as like this the typical love interest. Like,
I mean, I like Domino, and I liked.
Well, I don't know.
Okay, am I the only one that didn't like Cable?
I like
Cable?
You were
didn't
disrespecting
Cable.
our god Josh Brolin in the year of 2019.
I liked Cable.
I like Cable.
I didn't like because
He was okay.
I was expecting more.
I can understand why you
I don't know
didn't
why.
like him, but I can understand why people did like him.
I don't really like the Deadpool movies that much. I mean, I like them a good amount.
Oh no, the second one I just like lost all interest in the series.
No, I like them.
The
It's just
end
not
of
to the
second
extent that everyone else likes it. You know what I mean?
one. Oh no, people go crazy for Deadpool for no reason.
I feel like, same thing. I feel like Deadpool 2 is good, but not as good as the first one.
Okay, fine. I'm gonna own up to it. It was really sad when he dies, and he's like, "Oh, we finally get to be together." I was like, "Oh." And I wasn't bawling, but there were tears.
you got emotional.
What song,
I-
what song were they playing too? It was like Take On Me.
Yeah, it was an instrument.
Yeah, it was the
Instrumental.
The
You
piano
cried in
version.
that scene and like what that scene entailed and stuff like that. What it meant.
Yeah.
You're gonna definitely cry in the show. I'm telling you. You need to watch the show. Everyone needs to watch the show.
All right.
Because
Okay,
like throughout
fine.
the whole movie, he's like, I just want to die.
By the way, Superman Returns was in 2006, so I was I was
You were
6 years old.
Yeah,
when
probably
you-
about, like, 5 or
exactly.
6, yeah.
I think the first time I saw a Superman movie, not Man of Steel. I'm saying like one of the ones with like Christopher Reeve.
Yeah.
Was
Oh
when
my
I was
God.
like maybe 13 or 14.
I
I knew they existed, but I was like I have no interest in watching them. And then I watched it, and I thought Superman 2 was like it was one of my favorite movies for a while.
Man of
It
Steel
was
was
like
good, by the way.
meal before, so I was like, when
Man
it's
Man of Steel is all right. It's a 50.
oh no, that movie's garbage. I'm sorry, it's
Yeah,
not alright.
it's alright.
Such a bad movie.
I didn't see Aquaman. You guys saw
I'm in
Aquaman.
the minority, that's fine. Aquaman was good.
Oh no, I don't want to.
Martha! Oh, we can talk about Aquaman, but wait, first, I want to finish Broly first. Any last Broly comments?
It was really good. Honestly.
I liked
What a
it.
wasted Kamehameha, by the way.
The anime, yeah. I didn't
Oh,
like
dude, my favorite scene when they did the final flash and they how back to
the Gallic gun. Gallic gun!
Galaga, not final flash.
Yeah,
sorry.
It's alright. It's okay. I don't want to be.
Yeah, because on Vegito he does final Kamehameha.
Yeah. So he did the Gallic gun, and that was really good, even though it meant nothing because he immediately batted it away. And like I didn't
Super Saiyan
enjoy.
God Vegeta was good.
Yeah. I didn't enjoy the way that they got Broly out of the end. I didn't want to see
really
Broly
did not
die.
like that.
I'm glad that he's probably going to come back, because of course he's going to come back. But I just wish that they had done it differently. I don't know how they would have.
I mean, I'm
Stop
glad.
the fighting!
I don't want to. I didn't want him dead. So
No, me neither. But
so I guess that's what other way could they have done it? Is what I'm.
I don't know. I mean,
She could have wished for him to come to his senses and actually get his train of
But
thought back.
that's outside Shenron's power, wouldn't it be?
She should have just been
No,
like
not-
Zawaldo.
not mental.
First
I don't
time.
think
Yeah,
mentally.
not like power.
But
right?
just knock
Just
a
to
few
get his-
screws back into his brain.
Yeah, because like they said,
I don't
that
think
whenever he's at that point of like using so much power that he doesn't have any control over his
Yeah.
mind, then just wish for him to get control.
And
of
then
his
he's still
mind.
gonna, then he's still gonna get hit by the Kamehameha.
Well, no, because
Gotten
listen,
out of the way.
you know what they could have done? They could have not made Broly die from the Kamehameha. They could have made it hit. Then he could have like sizzled out and like transformed back down because he's like out of it, like he's KO'd. And then
they give him
Gogeta
that
and
beam.
Gogeta could have just legit just defused. Because he was there for a while. So
What, had it been over 30 minutes?
I mean, Vegito used Super Saiyan Blue and could only sustain it for IRL 5 minutes.
Fair enough.
All right, now that we got like 15 or 20 minutes left, I think we should talk about Bumblebee.
Oh yeah,
We
okay.
didn't-
So
we
Wait, have we all seen Aquaman here?
Yes.
yes,
I haven't.
You haven't? Oh my
I don't care. You
God.
can spoil it. I don't really.
Okay, so Aquaman was like the most disappointed thing for me. Like, not only did I wasn't expecting anything out of that movie,
yeah.
but I've seen so many reviews that have said that it's like their favorite DC movie since The Dark Knight.
Yeah.
It's the
Okay,
best,
well-
it's the best DC movie since The Dark Knight.
That's not
And
true.
I was just like, I was taken aback when I saw that because I thought that the movie, I was expecting two things. I was expecting it to be either really bad or moderately good, and I thought it was really bad.
I enjoyed it.
That was modern.
That doesn't mean it's good, but I enjoyed
There were
it.
Yeah.
so many moments in the movie where I was just baffled.
Yeah.
Not only was the acting just so...
I was talking to Christian and Sean about it. It was shot a lot more like a video game than a movie.
Yeah, I love
it was
how-
really bad.
Also, I love how Black Manta or whatever, Black Manta Ray, was literally just wasted. He had a scene.
Oh yeah, he got like...
Oh really?
A fight scene.
He just falls
That's
off a
it.
cliff.
Like
and
someone
then
like
he shows up,
deflects
and
it.
then he shows up at the end credit scene for some reason. So they're
Because
like,
I guess he's coming back.
he's
for
coming
Aquaman
back
2.
for Aquaman 2. Yeah,
Like what's his name from
basically.
Doctor Strange, and basically almost all like side villains they show up at the after credits.
Yeah, and then do you know what I also thought was really funny? So I forget his name in it, but you know in Guardians of the Galaxy,
Yeah.
the character that he's like, I'm Star-Lord, and then he goes, who? That guy.
Yeah.
So he's played three villains now
Yeah.
in superhero movies.
Really?
I think so. He's been that guy. I think his name is like Crack. No, I don't know.
Crack.
I'm not even gonna try to attempt it. But and then he played the leader of the fish people. You know the people that were more fish than any of the other.
And he was like, "You will die."
Yeah, and then they kill him immediately.
Yeah.
So he belongs in the group. And then I think another character that he played died immediately too. But every character that he's played in superhero movies died within 5 minutes of him being on screen.
Fuck that guy.
I mean, he's probably got a big old payout for it, though.
Yeah,
To be
honestly.
honest, like
Yeah.
I would, if
Yeah,
I
I mean,
were
still
to
to
start
pay
a
him to
movie,
take the fall.
if I was gonna star in a movie, my preferred role would just be to like
To die?
well, no, but just
Hell
in a
yeah.
funny way. Just be like, oh, like see the superhero and be like,
Yeah.
"Ah," and then get hit by a bus.
Like that's
That'd be
like, that's what Matt Damon's doing, not dying.
That's a
Like,
day of work, and then
Yeah.
just payout.
Matt Damon's like always just been cameoing in movies. He's like not doing any of his own movies.
Okay, I cannot pronounce his name, but he played Korath in Guardians of the
Korath
Galaxy.
or Korath.
So it's not as good as the circles.
So he was also in.
We should have.
That's
a
what he's doing.
We should have a mini talk.
So he
about
was
that.
he was King Rakoy. I don't even know how to say that.
King
He was the-
Rakoy.
He was the fish dude
Yeah.
in Aquaman that dies immediately. He's also playing the Shazam, not before he gives the powers to Zachary Levi.
Yeah.
He's the wizard in Shazam.
Oh, that's cool.
So
Oh,
he's
so he's
in
gonna
two-
die.
He's in 2 DC movies already within not even a year of each other.
So I'm hearing
Let
he's
him-
gonna
let
die
him
in that
be-
movie too, because like that guy's
I'm kind of excited about Shazam.
But I think that's so
Yeah, me
funny
too.
that he's playing like 3 throwaway characters.
Yeah.
But he is coming back as Korath and Captain Marvel.
Oh.
But I was gonna say
Yeah.
this.
Yes.
I did not like Aquaman because the acting was bad, and also there was a lot of slow motion stops. Or,
Yeah.
like, slow motion
Yeah.
scenes where they're like in the middle of action.
Uh-huh.
I was like, oh no, this is a B movie.
DC
I was like, no,
A
this is
B
like
movie?
something from Best of the Worst. I was like,
Yeah.
please stop.
DC.
And then every time that they would slow down and Aquaman would turn to the camera and smile, you could hear, "Durr." And I was like,
That sounds amazing.
it was so bad. I did not.
DC
I did
has,
not enjoy
like-
it.
I was looking out for like the anime style like intros that you were saying.
Oh no, when Ocean Master's like, Atlanteans! I was like,
Oh,
I had
yeah.
to cover my ears. It was so cringy.
DC has an
I'm
eye for using unnecessary slow motion in movies.
Yeah, for sure. The DC's tone is all over the place.
I'll be honest, I feel like I must be losing my critical edge because like I didn't really have a lot of issues with Aquaman. I went in
that movie.
I went into it
That was
expecting to be
fun.
fun. Like I kind of like I'm sitting here thinking like, oh, we should have probably talked about Broly more, but like it's harder to pick apart a movie that was good. Whereas I can easily pick apart Aquaman because it wasn't good, but I still enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So it's still hard for me to pick it
Well,
apart.
also because, I
'Cause I
guess
can't-
for me and Victor and Aim, was it your first time seeing Broly?
Yes.
Yeah. So like, whenever I see a movie for the first time,
Yeah.
I always like lose
Oh yeah.
memory of what happened.
Yeah, your
And
critical
I'm just like,
thing.
wait, I was just like, wait, what happened here? What happened there? So I always need to rewatch a movie if I really liked it. So I might, because I watch all of Dragon Ball and then watch Broly
Dude,
the next.
I'm just thinking with
months.
our Grinch episode,
Yeah.
last episode, we had a lot to say, but that was because the Illumination Grinch
Because
is
it
the
was
worst
so
movie.
bad, right?
Yeah, like Broly was
I
good.
heard it was really funny because so my aunt took my baby cousin to see it and they really liked it.
Broly?
No,
Oh,
The Grinch.
Oh, the Grinch. Yeah.
the Broly movie.
The
Yeah.
Broly movie.
I mean,
Kakaroto!
It's making so much money though.
It's the first anime wide release movie to make over $100 million at the box
What
office.
about the Pokemon movie like a long time ago? Didn't that make like a
No, but that wasn't wide release. Like a wide that's in like all theaters or whatever. And yeah, they said that they really liked the Grinch, and I was just like,
Why?
what?
Yeah.
And
Well, it's for children.
I refuse
It's a
to
kid's
watch it.
movie.
Yeah.
I refuse to watch it because I grew up on the Jim Carrey one. And
Oh,
I know
of course.
I saw the last episode, and I know you guys talked about like comparisons.
Yeah.
And like, the whole thing you said, like that his lair is
Yeah.
like vibrant with
Yeah.
color. I was like, what the hell?
Oh my
That's
God.
like baffling to me. Like,
Yeah.
how did nobody at
It's
the
all gonna come back to the
studio?
Grinch every episode.
Yeah. gotta
How did nobody at the
We
studio?
should just call it Grinchcast. We should
Yes.
screw title pending. It's called Grinchcast.
Oh no, but
God.
I guess we can stop talking about the Grinch now. But I was gonna say it's baffling how
Oh,
nobody
yeah.
at the studio was just like, this is wrong. No, this is
Yeah.
wrong.
My last
It's
note.
they do it as though it's a completely different character.
Yeah. My last note on the Grinch. Why the fuck did they get Tyler, the creator, to make a soundtrack for that movie?
They did.
It wasn't
Yeah.
Okay, it wasn't
It's horrible.
that. It wasn't that bad.
no.
No, here's the thing. The movie's for 5 to 9-year-olds. If you listen to any of that guy's songs other than his last album,
Yeah,
not for kids.
I know.
Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna move on to Bumblebee now. I have a.
Wait, real quick.
Yeah. What?
Did you not? So what did you think?
What?
Broly?
I said I liked it. I
You
really
liked
liked
it?
it. Yeah.
I loved it.
I think
It's one of my favorite
I-
movies.
I don't know if I liked it better than Resurrection F. I think it was
Oh,
a
I
better
liked it better
movie,
than Resurrection
but I think I
F.
had more of a fun time when I saw Resurrection
Well,
F
'cause
a couple years
Gohan-
ago because I was
Was that
so
the one-
confused when I watched. But I was more. I kind of was understanding a little bit more what happened with this movie, just
Yeah.
a little bit,
Was
Because
that,
they didn't really
just
bring
a
up
little
much of it.
bit.
was that the one where Gohan
And I know why
deflected?
Frieza came back and everything like that.
Was that the one where Gohan deflected a bullet and it shot his wife?
No, that's good. God. That's God.
Wait,
That
hold up.
sounds awful.
You don't know? You don't know why Frieza came back?
Well, no, because you told me.
Yeah, I was about to say.
You told me, so I understood why
It's
he was
literally-
there,
it's
and
literally
I wasn't
cool.
just like
Yeah.
in the middle of the movie going, "Wait, didn't Frieza die?" You know?
Well, they
Like-
mentioned how he died and got
Yeah,
brought back.
no, I know,
Yeah.
but the what was I gonna say? Yeah, but yeah, I really liked it.
Yeah.
The voice acting was great. And the
Of
Frieza's
course,
ball
yes.
question mark? Wait, okay. One complaint. So, during the fight, it goes to Bulma. The whole world's like engulfed in lava. And she's still wearing her like
Yeah.
winter clothes.
Yeah.
It's like, why? Take it
Yeah,
off.
that's actually funny. That's
I was
really
gonna
funny
say,
that you
though-
pointed that out. That she's still wearing
Yeah.
like a giant
Arctic. Oh yeah.
yeah,
You're
an
right.
Arctic
It's like,
coat.
what the
Yeah.
fuck?
And it's probably like hundreds of degrees now because you're surrounded by lava. That's funny.
I was gonna say before I forget, Whis holding on, like holding
Broly off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That was so
pretty good.
cool, dude.
It shows the power gap though, because like they say at the end of the movie they say he might be stronger than Beerus.
But Whis is a lot.
But
stronger
Whis
than
is
Beerus.
already stronger than Beerus, yeah. So it still upholds the power thing. All right, so we're gonna move on to Bumblebee now. I'm going to see if I can bring on another special guest.
How much more time do we have though?
We can go past an hour. It's not
Okay.
it's not like a
So
thing.
can I start with Bumblebee first?
Absolutely. Just hold on. I'm going to bring on a special guest who doesn't happen to be here today, but was on the last episode. Hopefully he will.
Real quick,
Hopefully
Haley
it's like
I'm
Steinfeld.
excited now.
Amazing.
I'm very excited now. I know who that is.
Hello. Oh, it's you.
I think so.
Yeah. Hold on. I need to get you on speaker. I don't know how to do it. Wait. Let me call you. Let me call you on the phone. All right. I'll call you in a second.
I know how to do it now.
No, it's okay. That's fine.
Do it.
Yeah, so
I don't want to
saw-
spoil the surprise.
I saw Bumblebee, and I was expecting
Garbage.
dog shit.
Yeah.
Like, I was
Yeah.
expecting it to be so
Everybody
bad.
was. Okay.
And
What are you doing? Hello.
Sean.
Guess what you are on right now?
What?
Episode 2 of the podcast. We wouldn't do it without you,
What?
baby.
Oh, I was about to take a shower.
Oh, you can wait. You can wait. We only want you on for Bumblebee. We talked about Broly because we went and seen it, but I miss you, so we want to have you on. We want to have you on the podcast for Bumblebee.
Oh, I was gonna see Broly. So.
You were going to?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Anyway,
Awkward silences.
That's good,
Yeah.
Sean. That's good for my podcast.
Should I start talking?
Yeah, Carson's gonna start talking. Listen to what Carson has to say.
All right, so Sean, we're talking about Bumblebee now. Did he mention that?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. So when the movie started, I'm gonna let's go back later and talk about the Gen 1 stuff. But let's say that the movie started with her waking up, and the movie starts with the Smiths. Big Mouth Strikes Again. The Smiths is one of my favorite bands, and I was screaming in the theater, and I embarrassed the hell out of Julio.
I heard that you were going.
I was so happy, and then later in the movie they played "Girlfriend in a Coma," and I was just like,
I
was
just-
so
I mean,
excited.
can anyone
The
really-
soundtrack
Yeah, so
was my favorite thing
that
because
was my favorite part of the movie.
everybody that knows me knows that I'm such like an '80s nerd. So
Yeah,
like
me
I just
too.
love the soundtrack the whole time. But like, it was all
And she
good.
wore a different T-shirt in like
Oh,
every
yeah.
scene, and every time I was like,
Dude, yeah, Haley
Yeah,
Steinfeld.
it was
Haley
fun.
Steinfeld is the goat. I don't even care.
It was
I don't
fun
even
seeing
care.
that
no,
Chris
whoever
was
did the
like, oh.
costume design for that,
Yeah.
I give props to them.
He was
Because
Steinfighter for
they
those
found a
people.
different band T-shirt for like every scene.
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
That
No,
that is excellent.
All right, so now
it was
let's talk
so
about
cool.
let's talk about the Gen 1 stuff.
Okay.
That
Sean,
was-
wait, hold on. Are you still there?
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Cool. What do you think about it?
What about the Gen 1 stuff?
No, because we haven't even started talking about that yet. I want to get your input on what we were already saying.
I mean, I never really noticed that the fact that she was like wearing a different 80s band. I noticed like Metallica at some points, but
Ah, I didn't even notice that. And I was watching her the whole time.
Really?
That's one of my favorite bands.
I was hitting nice.
Nice.
You could just hear you in the background going nice. That's awesome. Anyway,
yeah, but I think they did a good job of catching an 80s feel.
yeah,
Oh, definitely.
it
You know,
is.
the aesthetic worked really well.
Absolutely, it's one of my favorites. All right, so what were we saying about the Gen 1 stuff?
Yeah, so the Gen 1 stuff made me like my 6th grade spirit or like soul.
Are you
reawaken?
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah.
was like, oh my god.
So it was like Soundwave and like what was it?
Yeah, Soundwave.
Soundwave was like attack. I was like,
It
what?
was so good.
Then you shot out like
So
5
good.
cassette tapes.
Yeah. No, but the I read online that Dylan O'Brien from Teen Wolf did the voice for Bumblebee,
Really?
and I was like, I
Oh
thought,
man, he
and
was a
you know
good
what
use of 5 seconds.
But do you know what I thought was really funny?
What?
I swear, like we need to find when Bumblebee comes out on Blu-ray, we need to go to Universal
Mm-hmm.
and record
Yeah.
the voice of the what's the name of the ride vehicle? Sean?
It's evac.
Evac.
I was gonna answer, but I wanted you to answer.
I
Sean.
thought that the ride vehicle's voice actor was the same from Bumblebee. They sounded so similar, and I was like,
We're under
"Whoa,
attack.
yeah!"
Let's get out of here.
I was like, "What the heck? They're using the
Yeah.
same voice actor from
You want the Allspark?
from
You
Trans-
can have
You
it.
want the
that.
Allspark? I thought
You
they
can
were-
have
I thought they
it.
were using voice lines from like Transformers: The Ride. I was
That would have been
baffled.
awesome.
Yeah, so I really like wanted to put those two next to each other one day.
Yeah, we will.
And do that.
Eventually.
The sad thing is, like, I knew like his voice was gonna get ripped out of him.
Yeah.
But, like,
I
I
was
really
waiting
like.
for
I'll never talk. Let's make it official.
That was.
That was-
Yeah, like the two Decepticons are like, why isn't he talking? I'm like, I wonder fucking why.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was that. I think the whole problem with like prequel movies now, especially since like Solo came out, the whole point of those movies is just to go. This is where like, and I'm using Solo for this example. This is where he got his DL-44 blaster. This is where he got his vest, and this is where he got the Falcons.
Like, it doesn't have to be
It's
very
like
specific.
why,
Yeah.
like no. And then like I was just waiting.
This is
for-
how I
for
met Leia,
five-
though.
I was waiting for 5 minutes in Bumblebee. Like when is his voice gonna get taken away?
Gamiando.
What I thought was so dumb in this movie.
Sorry, this
The
kid-
only thing I didn't like in this movie, it took so long for Bumblebee to get his memory back.
Yeah.
And I was just like waiting for it to happen. I was like, come on, just like get to the point already. It was like it was.
But he had to
drew
build
out
up
for
his
too long.
relationship with Charlie.
That was dumb.
no.
And then also,
it wasn't.
no, your explanation for it was dumb. Not
Every
that. I said,
scene,
and this is why-
every scene with Charlie in it was excellent, and you have to admit it.
Yes.
No, and this is why I like the movie so
Get
much.
out.
It was very visually stunning.
No, the reason
I love
why,
John too.
The reason why I love why I love the movie so much is because there's an action scene in like the beginning,
Uh-huh.
and there's one at like the very end. There's like a chase scene or two
Uh-huh.
in the middle of the movie, but there's like no like action for 30 minutes like there were in the other ones where
Oh
it was
my
just
God.
like headache inducing.
Yeah.
And in this, like there were some wide shots.
Yeah.
Instead of shaking the camera like violently, like you're
Which
falling
makes
off
the
an
action
actual
easier.
Well, you know
waterfall.
why?
Yeah.
You know why?
And-
Michael Bay wasn't fucking directing it.
Yeah.
And the guy that directed this did like, I think he did like Coraline.
Really?
And I was like confused.
that's
I'm
true.
like,
Huh.
he did. I think it was that guy because he worked on that studio. I don't think he directed Coraline, but he did like, he worked on all those movies.
Right.
And I was just
That's
like,
cool. I loved Coraline.
I thought that was really weird. But then his name is Travis Knight. That's his name. And a lot of people want him to direct Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
I could see that.
Do you think that would work with him?
Yes.
Because of how
I bet.
because of how
Yeah.
Bumblebee turned out.
good.
I think
What do you
he'd
think,
be-
Sean?
I think he'd be a good fit.
What do you think?
I mean, if they're sticking to the script, then yeah. But James Gunn's script, I think they already said they were doing that.
Oh, are
I think that they said that they were going to keep the script, but
Yeah, they
Yeah,
are.
they're keeping the script, and that
Good.
with that, I'm a little just like kind of whoever directs it. But I think even if they didn't have the script, Travis Knight would probably do a better job than most.
Yeah.
God, yeah.
yeah, I think that after seeing that, and then somebody brought that up. I forgot what YouTube video I was watching, but somebody brought that up, and I thought that was a good fit. So I think that he'd be good for it. But instead of like somebody was like Mel Gibson.
Oh God, go.
Because he was
M. Night Shyamalan.
because Mel Gibson was like eyed to direct Suicide Squad 2.
Yeah.
Well,
And then
isn't
they were
James
like-
Gunn doing it now?
James Gunn is doing Suicide Squad 2 now.
Wow.
DC's desperate.
Because DC's so desperate that they're the movie that they used to copy Guardians of the Galaxy, they're actually stealing the director.
Nice.
They're like,
That might actually make it be good. I might actually have hopes for that.
Make us a successful movie for us now.
Yeah.
Please, we need you.
You know, Aquaman and Wonder Woman now are like so
I
successful.
liked Aquaman and Wonder Woman. I didn't think Aquaman was very good, but I thought Wonder Woman
I can
was
understand why people didn't like Aquaman. Wonder Woman's good.
Yeah.
I just
That's
liked looking at Aquaman, but
Yeah.
everything else was.
Life super.
We just finished talking about it, but I want to bring up one more thing.
good. Uh-huh.
One scene in that movie that made me like it was the part in the movie that I was like, I give up. I don't care about this movie anymore, and I was just like watching it just to have fun.
Mm-hmm.
It was when they're in like this area where they're in like a council meeting,
Yeah.
and half of the characters' hair, like half the characters, their hair is flowing, and then the other half aren't.
Yeah.
I was like, why? How come everybody's hair doesn't flow? Or how come none of them do? It was so
It's whoever's
distracting.
important in the scene.
And then what was Willem Dafoe's character's name?
Actually, that was not Danny DeVito.
Stop.
Actually, that was what do we call him? I can't remember what his name is.
Green Goblin.
No, Steve Buscemi.
Steve Buscemi. He looked like Steve Buscemi to me, didn't he, Sean?
And then Sean was like, it's Willem Dafoe. And I was like,
No, he did not.
Yes, he did look like Steve.
No.
Yes, he did.
No, he
Steve
didn't.
Buscemi is a lot uglier.
5 seconds, and then I was like, wait a minute, you don't.
No, you can curse. It's okay.
No. I'll refrain.
To be fair, I was just as dumb because I'm
You're a
like,
good
oh,
boy.
it is Steve Buscemi. And Sean's like, you idiot, it's Willem Dafoe.
It
And I was
did-
like, oh.
But they look similar in the face, don't they? Like
Okay.
at least in the eyes. That's what made me
This is what I
say.
was gonna say. So Steve Buscemi's
Steve
character
Buscemi's character
in Aquaman.
in Aquaman.
The submarine comes like, and it was hired by the king or whatever his
Yeah.
name is, the guy from The Conjuring.
Dolph Lundgren.
Dolph Lundgren.
Not the guy from Rocky, but the guy from The Conjuring. He hired.
Sylvester Stallone.
No. Oh God. The guy from isn't Dolph Lundgren the guy from what Rocky 3?
No, you're thinking of
No.
Sylvester Stallone.
First off, Rocky 3 I think was Mr. T. Second off,
Or
the
Rocky
Russian.
2, whatever movie.
The
it was.
Russian was Rocky 4, the greatest Rocky movie.
Oh God, no. Oh no, and this is what I was gonna say. So then a submarine comes around the corner, and he goes, "Oh, Patrick Wilson, that's his name, is the king in that movie."
yeah.
And he hired Black Manta Ray.
Black Manta Ray.
Yeah.
Black Manta. I should probably
to interrupt. He hired him to interrupt that
Yeah, of course.
thing
Yeah,
and
good.
make it look like that the surface dwellers are bad or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And he goes, and I just spoiled my own joke. He goes, "Surface dwellers attack!" And I thought that was the stupidest thing I've ever heard. And they
Yeah.
say surface dwellers,
Surface dwellers.
and they all throw,
Land
and they
people.
all throw their tridents at it.
Yeah.
It's gonna
I
be
was like,
amazing.
no,
It's
and that's
gonna
where
be-
I lost all hope in the
It's
movie.
gonna be amazing when Marvel ends up trying to make a Namor movie and it comes out like 50 times better than Aquaman. Like, even if Aquaman was good, like, if they make a Namor movie, that's it. It's gonna be over.
So we should probably go back. I mean, I don't want to be
No, let's go back
controlling,
to
but we should go
Bumblebee.
back to Bumblebee. Sean, I
Yes,
didn't get your
Bumblebee.
thoughts on it. What do you think? Like, can you tell me something that you may have been waiting to say but can't because you're over the phone?
I mean, the conversation went by so fast. I kind of
Yeah.
forgot what I was about to say about Bumblebee.
Oh,
I wanted
man.
to
I'm sorry.
end off the Aquaman discussion by saying that I gave up on it in the middle of the desert when Pitbull started singing.
Oh no! Wait, people, they did the cover of Africa by Toto.
Yeah, that was horrible. Not gonna lie.
That sounds hilarious.
No,
I'm not. Oh, you don't know that happens? It is so funny.
Oh my god.
that was the greatest crime against me that they committed.
I'm
They
sorry I
put,
made
like-
you forget your Bumblebee
Yeah,
thing,
they
Sean.
put rap in the middle of Toto by Africa.
I just want to say,
Disgusting.
I want to say that the Gen 1 stuff, it was short, it was sweet. I wish there was more. I wish
Same.
that this wasn't a prequel to the other movies or a complete reboot. But seeing the Gen 1 stuff was just so good.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
I have that same.
You got that same what? Emotion, yeah.
You're like,
Victor, what do you think? You're over there. What do you think?
Eat asphalt.
Oh
Yes.
Asphalt.
They could do
The Fast and Furious.
the Fast and Furious ride where the girl goes, "How about you eat asphalt?" It's really
I
funny.
don't know why that popped into my mind when you guys were talking about Bumblebee.
Really?
Cars driving around.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, cars drive. So do the Fast and Furious. Dude.
They would have like the next two movies like planned out already.
Who? What?
Fast and Furious.
Cars, there was a helicopter, dude.
There was a helicopter.
And a jet, you're right.
Dudes and they turned into goo.
There was a guy that.
Yeah, what the fuck?
There was a guy that cheats on his wife with his wife's sister, and then his car gets hit by a meteor, and then the meteor turns into the car. And he's like, "Is that my car?" And then he dies.
He turns to goo. He explodes into fucking gooey membrane.
Gooey membrane.
Yeah.
It's gross.
Real
Exactly.
quick, let's talk about that day in Universal
The
where
robot was like, I like how they pop.
Oh, I thought that was really funny. That like whenever they
enjoy how they pop.
Welcome to our ASMR podcast. All of a
This is
sudden.
the second time I've used this gag on this podcast, and we're only on episode 2. Don't you guys enjoy it? Okay, well,
And then we lost every view.
Yep. Well, Sean, I want you to go first. Victor, hold your thing in your head.
Gotcha.
What were you saying?
I was just saying how he said, how you go pop.
Oh, that. Yeah, okay. Now, what did you want, Victor?
I was gonna say, if you guys remember that day at Universal with the Fast and Furious ride and your umbrella.
Yeah. I love poor Sean. The first time I went on it with him, I pushed him to the side of the bus where the speakers are directly against his ear.
No.
And they had the part where you burst out the wall, and it went right in his ear. Right twice.
God.
Right in his ear. Oh, Sean, I miss you so much. I'm so sorry that happened to you. And especially because, like, and then the smoke came out in your face and went, and
And we were cold.
all the people listening right now like turned off their phone.
Yeah.
Raped.
Yeah.
They're like, rip headphone users.
Yeah, too bad, headphone users. You're missing out on our cool podcast. That's a shame. Sean, I'm really glad that you picked up because I really wanted you to have a cameo on this
It would
episode.
have been fucking hilarious if it just
I'm
didn't.
glad to be here, even if it means waiting another hour to take a shower.
We're not gonna have you on for much longer. I mean, if we've already wrapped up our Bumblebee things, then that's really it. That's all I have, except for like a few anecdotes. So,
Do your anecdotes. Man.
Yeah, how about that art museum?
oh, dude, yeah, I went to an art museum, Sean, because I had to write a humanities paper that I finished before I came on to the podcast, just so the two of you know. I mean, and
Not dying.
and I went to the art museum and it was super cool. I saw some paintings that I didn't think I was going to enjoy, but there was one in particular called The St. John's River Entering the Atlantic Ocean by Herman Herzog, and it's very pretty. I'll send you some pictures later, Sean.
Alright.
And it was very excellent. That's kind of it. It was supposed to be funnier because I was supposed to segue into it from something. But you were like, "How about that art museum?" I guess there is a kind of funny thing about it. Like when I was driving to it, I was on the highway and I missed the exit 3 times.
Nice.
And so on the final time,
What?
I was driving and I
funny.
finally made the turn, and just the final countdown happened to autoplay. And I was like, oh, it's kind of cool because I'm approaching the turn, and right as I turned, it went, it's the final countdown.
Nope.
And God, I wasn't prepared to sing. Anyway, that's why my
Good
voice
copyright.
didn't exactly enjoy that. But but stop laughing at me. I don't like it. I don't like it. Sean, how many creepypastas have you enjoyed in the last month? How many?
And then Sean left.
No, don't leave. What's? Yeah.
You go.
You what?
No, you go. Keep going. What were you saying?
I said, how many creepypastas have you enjoyed recently? What's your favorite creepypasta?
I mean, there was the one time last semester where I was forced to listen to a presentation about creepypastas.
Nice.
Really? What did they say?
Disgusting.
We were like supposed to present our like favorite aspects of media, and I like just went up and I was like, alrighty, here's a couple of games. I'm gonna talk about choice in games. You pick your game, and they chose to listen to me talk about Undertale. So.
Oh, that's
So-
legendary.
But right after the guy.
That's Jack Black.
He didn't pick video games. He didn't pick like Snapchat or like what everyone else was.
He
doing.
picked
Just, like,
porn.
social media
Excuse me?
platforms. He just
Come on.
you just see him go up, he folds his hands, and then on the screen behind him, the projector turns on, and you just see a bowl of spaghetti that says creepypasta.
Nice.
Nice. So, but what did he like? Carrie, tell us more. What happened? What did he say?
He was basically saying that he reads creepypastas every night.
Yeah. I'm not gonna creepypastas. I'm not gonna lie. I've kind of
Spooky spaghetti.
They're super creepy. They're creative. They're a community thing. Everybody adds onto the stories, which is true. But like the way he was saying it, he was like, "I fall asleep to Squidward's suicide." I was like,
I'm sorry, I could not control the volume.
I can see your shadows in my room.
Oh my god, that's gonna be horrible on the audio readout, but I just could not help myself for real.
Oh my god!
For real?
Look at the video.
I tried to see you hold it back. Looking
Oh
for
my
a second
god,
before
what
you
else
post
did
it
he
out.
say?
I don't really remember much else. I just know there was a one segment where he was like, "There's such famous icons as Slender Man,
Nice.
Jeff."
Death the Killer.
Number
Sonic.exe.
Look at Ben Drum.
Dude, Sonic.exe scared me.
Really?
Yeah, it did, because I was like 4. I wasn't 4, but I was like 11.
My
It was
There was this
Still a
picture.
kid.
There was this picture of like a realistically drawn Mike Wazowski, and when I was in like 6th grade, I could not sleep because of it.
Dude, my brother in like sixth or 7th grade, this dickhead, introduced me to Slenderman, right? So he played the game, and right after we played the game, like past midnight, by the way,
Yeah.
he like posted these YouTube videos of like this realistic shit of like these like found footage type of shit of these guys like encountering Slenderman. Like the dickhead scared me.
Oh, that was
It was on Marble Hornets.
I wish I was gonna bring it up because I'm not gonna lie, Sean. I have been delving into some creepypasta content when I go to sleep for like the past week. Because I'm just like, I come home from work, right? My fucking graveyard shift work. I come home like all defeated from a long day of doing absolutely nothing but getting bossed around by people who don't appreciate me. But you know, anyway, that's like, and so I walk in the door. I just go upstairs and I turn YouTube on, and I'm like, what would be cool? And I'm thinking, I know. Maybe creepypasta countdown top 10 lists.
Speaking of which, like,
And I just got hooked on it. I don't even care. I always am like, I want to go into it and actually get scared, but I just don't. I can't.
like even though like it was kind of cheesy looking back, like Marble Hornets did an amazing job.
Of course.
In like a horror series.
Creepypastas can be scary. They just have a reputation of being the worst things ever.
Number 15, Slenderman 4.
Number 15.
The creepypasta itself, are around the community of it, you know?
Yeah, exactly. That's what ruins everything, though.
Do you fucking remember the Slenderman movie?
Oh.
No matter how you look at it, though.
Oh. Okay, so we can talk about the Slender Man movie.
Please.
It's for a second, because I know, Sean, you're probably...
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I know. So
Good.
So
It's
why don't
good.
you? I don't remember a lot of it, but you can lead the conversation.
There was so like back in August, you know, since we like wasting our money on bad movies, except Watson and Holmes, I refused. Went to go see Slenderman when that came out. There was like actual. like,
you went to go see that movie?
Yeah, because we wanted to see how bad it was going to be. We were
I bought
excited
the
about it.
ticket. I bought the ticket, looked up, so I was PG-13, and I went to Christian. I looked at Christian, I'm like, fuck. Because I realized we made a mistake. So, it has like footage of like actual internet videos of like people going to look for him.
Yeah.
And like all these dumbass videos in the movie. And like the one rule was like, when you hear the 3 bells, keep your eyes closed. They did it once, and then after the once, they never did it again. And I'm like, you guys, you had one rule, and that's not even like.
And
in any
also,
of, like,
they immediately take their blindfolds off as soon.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck?
It's like Bird Box.
Shut up. And then, and then like one of her best friends like tries to sacrifice her sister, and the sister goes to make it right, and she gets fucking morphed into a tree.
He had no face. Well, no, she was supposed to kill herself. That was the thing.
Oh yeah, but like
It was still dumb. It was still
I
dumb.
heard throughout that movie that people like their characters that there are characters that disappear and they never show up.
Of
again,
course. Yes,
and they
that's
don't
exactly.
have any explanation for it.
Exactly.
And,
There was a scene where like the girl has like a
yes, I was about to go into
a
that.
jock love interest, and she takes him home, and and he starts putting the moves on her, and he like is over her head with his face, and it just starts like glitching out like
And like, he just
phasing in and out.
smile from Truth or Dare. That
Yeah,
other shitty horror movie.
yeah.
There's one scene that got me like unsettled, and it was like this thing of like hair was like coming out of her mouth.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
like great excess, and I was like, no, and that was about it.
But yeah, but I kid you not, people were laughing when that guy was glitching out over the girl.
Really?
Yeah, like it wasn't like
how many people were in the theater?
there were
Not a lot.
There was a lot. There was enough.
Really?
Yeah, and we
Was
were
it
just
epic?
started snickering to
No,
ourselves when it was supposed to be scary. But yeah, anyway,
great.
so that's all
always,
the
that's always the best.
yeah, that's all the time I'm gonna give the fucking Slender Man movie.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about it anymore.
I want to expose one of my friends.
Yeah.
So when were we in 7th grade? 8 years ago?
Is his name Sean?
No. It's,
Oh, okay.
it's
Is it Nick? Oh
So-
no!
so this
oh,
friend-
he's so angry next time
Oh yeah,
whenever he's on the podcast.
but it's true. I gotta
just
spit it
gonna
out because
talk
you gotta
about
deny it. So when I was in, I think 6th or 7th grade, we had a class together, and he would introduce me and tell me all these creepypastas. but there's a twist. They were Minecraft creepypastas.
Oh no.
And to this day, he denies that such a
Hero
such a-
Brian.
Wait, you've
Yeah.
told me about this before. Is that actually real?
Yes, he actually has done it, and he denies it.
Do you
With all
remember
his-
one?
He told me about some character that like jumped out of the screen and got the kid at night, and I was like, nice.
Was Nick like? Was like?
No, yeah, he did tell me about the hero Brian.
Was
no.
Yeah, dude, and I wasn't even. I've never been into Minecraft. Even like everyone is into Minecraft in like 6th
Oh no, I
grade.
was so into it.
I was never
Like,
into
sorry.
it.
To be honest.
I just think it was funny, and I needed to be. The world needed
That's
to know.
really funny. Sean, what do you think about that?
It's hilarious.
He's not surprised.
You sound really tired, Sean.
He's probably
Because he's waiting to get in the shower. I guess we'll let you go, but we wanna let you know that Bumblebee. In Bumblebee, there's actually an end credit scene that I went to go see after we had seen the movie.
There's
I went to
an
go
end
see it
credit
again.
scene?
Yeah, there's an end credit scene. I saw it with Eamon. Yeah.
I saw that credit scene too.
Yeah, there was an end credit scene. So what happens is Bumblebee is driving down a bridge, and he gets stopped, and in the distance, it's Slender Man. And
Nice, great job. I thought there was an actual end credit scene.
There's an actual end credit scene? What is it?
Like, I swear there was one, but no, maybe it was more like mid-credit scene.
It was,
yeah.
Are you talking about the one where he turns into the Camaro?
No, that was before the movie ended. It was she fixes the car. That was the end credit scene, and she fixes the car.
I feel like there's another one though.
No, but okay, no, there is another one. Jeff the Killer comes along.
Shut up.
Jeff the Killer tells Bumblebee to go to sleep, and then he disassembles him.
Wait, Christian.
What?
Wait, I gotta go.
Real quick.
You gotta go?
Yeah.
Oh, all right, cool.
Peace out.
All right, I'll see ya.
Say bye to many viewers.
Goodbye, podcast.
Final rating on Bumblebee.
Okay. Bye. Goodbye, guys.
Final rating on Bumblebee is it's a really good movie. Check it out.
Catwalk out of 10.
What you literally he talked over you. What was it? Up on the catwalk out of 10.
Yeah,
What?
up on the catwalk out of 10.
Nice. That's epic.
Yo, I got a question about Broly in a minute. But I don't want to spoil the
Okay.
question.
8 out of 10.
Dude, Tiki Toby killed Broly.
Hilarious.
Dude,
Wow. You know about that?
Absolutely.
What about Eyeless Jack?
Eilish Jack taught Goku and Vegeta the fusion dance. And then he ate their kidneys.
Wow, we were on sync about that. Fucking hell.
Jesus Christ, how did that happen?
Because it's part of the story.
Oh, I was like, how did you guys get to the same conclusion?
We were talking about,
Is Charlie the Unicorn confirmed Eilish Jack? Because
no,
wait, no, whatever attacks Charlie the Unicorn is Eilish Jack.
no, Charlie the Unicorn's in Transformers.
No,
Come on, Charlie, come on.
we brought it full circle. But no, dude, Charlie the Unicorn, he gets his kidneys stolen from 2006. So it's Eilish Jack. He came and stole Charlie the Unicorn's kidneys. Isn't that
Charlie
right,
the
John?
Unicorn's cousins to the fucking llamas of hats. So.
All right, cool. That's epic.
You go take a fucking shower now.
Okay.
No, I didn't say he gets to leave.
Oh, okay, never mind.
I didn't say
You're trapped here, kid.
Is there
Welcome to the
anything?
Shadow Realm.
Is there any last words? Any last things that you would like to say to the audience? Because you are on the podcast legitimately. Like, I've been recording you for 27 minutes.
I can see the timer on the phone. Final words. I love you, America.
Aww, that's nice. When are you gonna be back? Do you know?
No, not at all.
God.
Probably not spring break. Probably when the semester ends.
Even though your audio quality is a little bad because you're on my phone, we could technically still do podcast episodes like this.
It wouldn't be great.
Hey, sir,
I'm just saying.
you're not coming on another one.
Okay, well,
So there you go.
Alright.
What were you saying, Sean?
I have better means of communication, but maybe.
Wait, can we hook Skype up?
Maybe that would be better. Yeah.
I don't know how we would do that, but we could figure
Download
it out.
Skype, both call and Mario recording the audio, just have them talk.
Promise.
How would we record the audio though?
It would be recording right now like this.
Oh.
While they're on a Skype call.
Oh, that's
I also
interesting.
have a better mic on my computer.
Oh, cool. That's epic.
There you go.
All right, so I'm gonna let you go now. Thank you for appearing on the podcast. I miss you.
You're gonna use Skype? Use the voice chat for gamers.
I cannot wait for you to come back from Iowa. That's right, fellas. He's in Iowa. He's not even in the state anymore, and I miss him a lot. Bring Sean home. Anybody listening, bring Sean home.
Anyone in Iowa kidnap Sean and Sean?
Bring him here.
Sean.
Sean. Sean is like your Chinese alter ego.
Oh no.
Sean. I bet you'll take Sean. I'm
No!
Sean.
Christian, no!
Whatever. If other people can do it, I can do it too.
No, that's not
Have
how
you
it
seen
works.
it? Yo, have you ever heard of Sleepycast? The better podcast than us? They do it all the time. There you go. Anyway, all right. Bye, Sean. I'll see you. I'll see you later. Thank you for taking the call.
In the next 300 hours.
Really? Okay, I'll count them down. All right. Bye.
5 million.
5 million hours?
No.
5,300,000.
5 million. Whatever. You'll figure it out.
All right. Yeah. Cool. I'll talk to you later.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye, boy.
What a great guy. I love him so much.
Yeah, same here. I was gonna ask, when they showed Nappa in the movie, who were the other two dudes that were with Nappa?
What are you talking about?
When they showed Nappa and Broly, who were the other two guys with him?
Those are just random guys.
Yeah, they don't fucking matter.
Yeah, they didn't matter.
Nice.
But the kids were. Excuse me.
Yeah, nice garage noise.
Oh, that is my garage. The kids were. That's epic. That's really good audio. Thank you. That's. It was Raditz and Vegeta.
The way you said thank you reminded me of the Christian Bale thing. It's like, what are you doing on my set?
He's walking on my fucking set. That's what he says.
Yeah, but okay.
Whatever.
Oh, it's ruined, isn't it?
Dude, Carson just left.
Yeah.
Carson just ganked my food and left. I hope he finishes his homework.
Yeah, I got
Why? Oh, everyone has homework.
Dude, I don't got none. I finished
Same.
mine. I finished mine so that we could record a podcast.
Yeah.
Just kidding, Victor. I'm not gonna give you any shit because you're gonna be the veteran guest. I've decided you can't worm your way out of this. This is you now. You and me. So,
Speaking about shit bosses, I got a text from one of them today. Like, can you come in and close tonight? And like, I just didn't ever respond.
Oh yeah.
Like last night they sent something. I'm like,
Well, so did I.
didn't see it.
nice.
That's pretty.
Never saw it. Never saw it.
Let's see, I'm trying to think. What else can we talk about? We talked about creepy pieces. Dude, Sonic.exe is real.
Have you seen Have you seen Into the?
You're so checked out.
Nice.
You're so checked out.
Sonic.exe is real. Oh,
Sonic.exe.
Was there any other response I could have said? Was there any other way that this could have gone?
You should. I guess not. I guess.
Have you seen Into the Spider-Verse?
Yes.
Oh, we could talk about that.
Amazing movie right there.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
One thing about that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Greatest / worst thing about that movie.
Yeah.
Kingpin's design.
Yeah, dude.
No neck, just like a blob attached to like a giant block of like.
Someone was laughing the whole
character.
time that he was on screen.
That was me.
I couldn't focus.
That was me.
Yes, I know.
That must have been me. Because did we see it together?
Yes.
We did see it together. That was me. Because literally every frame he's in is so comedic.
Like,
it's
when
not supposed to be.
We just saw him. Like, look at him.
Because like, I mean, there's a scene where he's got like a gun out, and he's just like, my turn on the Xbox, holding the gun.
Mom said it's my turn.
And he just like when he runs at Miles. Oh my god, it's such a great design. Whoever approved of that design deserves a raise times 10. A times 10 raise. Like a times 10 Kamehameha. Why didn't Goku use the Kaioken?
When he went Super Saiyan God, I thought that he was gonna start using the Kaioken more like nice.
Yeah.
I love when he says Kaioken is the coolest shit.
I'm glad I remembered that I was going to ask that, because that's the one thing that I kind of wish I saw. If Goku was going all out, you'd think that he would at least pull out Kaioken times 2.
Ultra Instinct.
But no.
Or he can't pull out.
He couldn't. He can't just do that.
Yeah, I know. Messing around.
He can't just do that. You're not.
Why not? But he learned it, so he's moving it.
You're a fake fan.
Yeah, obviously.
Okay,
that's what
hold
I
on.
was.
Could Jiren beat Broly because it took like 4 people to defeat Jiren? No, probably more even.
I don't think so. He just said he was stronger than Beerus.
But they said that.
Although
Jiren,
I guess Ultra Instinct Goku was fighting really evenly with Jiren.
Yeah, and they said Jiren is stronger than a God of Destruction, and Topo was weaker than Jiren, and Topo became a God of Destruction.
Yeah. Okay. So actually, yeah, probably. I don't know who Broly would have been.
All right, let's see that. Next movie.
I don't know. Maybe. You could see Kefla for a frame. And did you see that?
Yeah, you said Kefla.
Yeah, I did. I liked her. She was cool.
She was cool.
I don't really care. People got upset about Kale and Khalifa, their characters, but I
didn't get upset about their characters. I just hated how the new explanation for becoming a Super Saiyan is
Tingly
literally
back.
there's a fucking tingle in your back.
All right, but like when who was it? Was it Goten or Trunks?
both of them. They both became Super Saiyan at like 6. And
like literally just because they wanted to.
They're like they
didn't even want to. They just did it.
The wind blew and their hair was like.
But like at least you can do the explanation
well,
that like, oh, it's because they're their sons. But
They're
like Kefla,
prodigies.
But like stupid. No, that's stupid.
the other one is like they just if you feel a tingling in your back.
Yeah, then you use it to be angry.
Then she yelled at her.
That was my only complaint with the Tournament of Power, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really have that much of a big issue with Kale and Khalifa. I thought they were good characters in their own right anyway.
No, their characters were good, it's just that.
Also, Kefla's really cool. She's like, because Goku has Ultra Instinct. He went Ultra Instinct against her for the second time, and it was said that he got stronger when he went it the second time, which means he was handling, when Goku was handling Jiren, Kefla could have done the same thing the way he was, because apparently Kefla was actually competing with Ultra Instinct when he was stronger than he was when he was fighting Jiren.
Here's the thing that I have in mind. What are they gonna do for the story next? Since they have already a character that can literally defeat anyone.
I don't know.
Make a stronger character.
But there's unless they make Whis' dad the next villain.
I thought that people thought that's what was going to happen for the Tournament of Power.
Yeah, me too.
What's his name? Oh, what's Whis' name? What's Whis' dad name? Fucking Boban?
Grand Priest.
Yeah, the Grand Priest.
Oh.
Probably
all the names are alcohol, so I was like, oh.
No, yeah. So I thought that's what I thought was gonna happen.
Stop copyright!
Oh
No! It's getting copyright stricken.
Yeah, you guys have anything else to state?
I feel like I talked over you with my Halo.
I forgot what I was saying.
No,
It's gone.
I hate when I do that.
Something about like his dad being the next villain. That's what.
Oh yeah, that's the only way they could go with the story and then bring out Broly and whatever.
And more like when they first announced they're making a new movie, it's like I got a completely new character.
But I like this.
Yeah, I did. I was upset about that when they first said that. I'm sure you remember that.
Yeah.
Because I warned. They were talking about how it was like a mysterious saying, and then it just happened to be Broly, and I was upset about that because I was closed-minded at the time, and I was like, oh man, I mean, this was what Broly's 4th movie. Like only one of them was good. Like I don't understand. Well, now 2 of them are good. Yeah. I don't understand with.
Okay.
I don't understand. Like why they're bringing them back again, but you know they turned out really good because I enjoyed it.
Yeah, that's right. They're probably trying to bring him into the canon for the next arc.
Oh yeah,
which is
dude,
probably.
Could you imagine if they use him in the very next arc?
That's what I'm thinking. I think the next villain is gonna be Whis' dad, and then.
Yeah, that might be interesting. Do you think Whis would rebel, or do you think Whis would have to?
I think all the angels are gonna go against him.
Yeah.
And Whis and like his sister. Oh
yeah, because Whis can't even touch him.
He said
so they're gonna have to.
The Whis says that he's top 5, that the guy's top 5, and Whis can't even touch him. So
yeah,
I wonder who the other 5 are.
Yeah, that's gonna be that they might expand upon that.
Because I'm calling it right now. If it happens, it's game. The Grand Priest is gonna kill Zeno, like backstab him or something.
Wow, really?
That's what I think. Because you can't kill Zeno if you're actually trying to attack him.
Yeah.
So I feel like he's gonna backstab him, and then he's gonna try to like take over the world or something.
Yeah, that was I think the what everybody thought was gonna happen for the tournament.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I thought I was being all.
No. But like it makes sense. He's very weird about it. Like when he was during the tournament, like killing people was like erasing universes. He's very happy about it for some reason.
Yeah, like that's what he wanted to do the whole time.
Yeah.
I think Pewpee's biding his time, and I think Whis is gonna.
Yeah.
Whis and his sister. I think every other angel is gonna be still like.
Yeah.
Well, like it's talking about calling shit just like randomly. Like I was talking to a classmate, but I'm calling it now. Just randomly pull out my ass. I'm like 2021, Neil March is when Fantastic Four Marvel MCU version is going to be released. Just out of the blue.
2021 Fantastic Four?
Maybe. I have no idea. They haven't confirmed anything about it.
Didn't they just reboot it?
They can never make a good Fantastic Four movie.
And Marvel bought Fox, so.
It's a curse.
It's fine. It's going to be good this time, right, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I mean, do you guys want to cut it here?
Yeah, I mean, we don't really have much more to talk about.
No, we're just talking about Broly. Alright, fellas, well, y'all want to do something after this? Like, just hang out?
I can wait for later.
Cool, awesome. Alright, so we're going to cut it here. I thank you guys for watching. I don't really have, like, an outro, so, but I will soon. I'm probably going to do something like, I'm probably going to pay somebody to make, like, a doo-doo-doo-doo-doo on, like, a guitar or something, like, have my voice fade out. But, yeah, thank you guys for watching. This has been episode 2. Thank you, Eamon. Thank you, Victor.
No problem.
Yeah, of course.
Here's to many more, guys.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so I'm turning it off now. Turning it off. 3, 2.